Hello, and I have a confession to make. It's not a normal confession, and you know what it is because you read the title. I'm obsessed with yaoi, and if you don't know what yaoi is manga or anime that involves a relationship between two male characters. And there's Shonen Ai, which is the same, except Shonen Ai just focuses solely on their love for each other, whereas yaoi is the more physical relationship side of it. So that's the difference between the two. A lot of people get it confused, or they think that it's shoujo ai because shoujo anime is aimed for girls and they get very confused. Shoujo ai is not aimed for girls, it's aimed for boys. Shonen ai translated means boy love exactly, which kind of makes sense now that you translate it why it is not aimed for boys, I think. Anyway, way back when I was 15, my friend decided to show me yaoi. And this wasn't a friend that originally got me into it, this was another friend, and she was a pervert, let's just say. Very perverted. And we were in art. I used to do art at school. And we were able to use the school laptops, and she went onto Google Images and she got the name of the yaoi series from my other friend. And she typed that into Google Images, and you can guess what popped up. 15-year-old me was very, very scarred, and I'm surprised I actually watch yaoi now, considering what happened. I was embarrassed because of what it was on the screen. I looked away and I carried on with my work and pretended that I hadn't seen it. I don't think I was mortified, I was just so... I felt so awkward because I was 15 and I felt so innocent, like I shouldn't be looking at things like that because I'm 15. But yeah, and now I'm the complete opposite. So I'm not obsessed with yaoi as other anime fans are. Like, some anime fans are really, really into yaoi, as in they go as far as shipping people in real life together. Pretty much like Kiss Him Not Me, that is the representation of really hardcore yaoi fangirls. I'm not that bad. I don't watch yaoi all the time, but I do enjoy it, and I do ship male characters together in non-yaoi anime. A lot. In almost every anime, if there are two male characters and they do as anything like look at each other, they are immediately shipped. I'm very guilty of doing that, and it pisses my boyfriend off. He gets so annoyed when I start shipping male characters together, because he's like, why? He can't handle my normal ships, and he definitely can't handle my yaoi ships. Even though I say I'm a crazy obsessed yaoi fangirl, I don't actually have that much yaoi stuff. I'm a bit shy about that. I don't really want my mom coming into my room and picking it up and then reading it and then being like, oh, what the fuck? And then I have to explain why I have that. It's like your mom discovering you watching porn. That is the equivalent, except actually no, yaoi is the equivalent of porn. Don't want my mom to find it. But anyway, I just have Love Stage. I bought the first one actually in front of my mum, and it was sealed up and it does say explicit content on there. I don't think my mum cared, I don't think my mum realised what it was. But Izumi can pass for a girl, I guess. It's not too bad. This is all the yaoi I have. I turned 18 recently and I was just I turned 18 a year ago. I turned 18 a year ago and I was like, I'm gonna buy some yaoi. And I did. I bought 2 volumes of Love Stage. At two separate times though. One time with my mom, one time with my boyfriend. How I got into yaoi is a very interesting story. Bit weird. I mean, obviously I was shown it on Google Images and it was the explicit manga stuff. But the first yaoi I watched was Sekaiichi Hatsukoi, and if you've seen the anime, you know that is very clean. The most they do is kiss, and that's it, which is why I was able to enjoy it. I thought it was cute, and it was pretty clean. And then, after I finished that, I was like, I want more. So I moved on to Junjo Romantica, which is a bit more explicit. Not the worst I've seen. I have seen worse. But I'll talk about that in a second. And then there's that, and then I think there's a rape scene in the first episode, or at least it's implied, and my fringe is in my eyes, I'm really sorry. I try. and it's like implied rape throughout a lot of it. And I don't know what I was saying, I got distracted by a text message, I'm sorry. Fuck. Ginger Romantica. And compared to Sekaiichi, it was shit. I was disappointed. I don't think I finished it. I got bored and I watched Bleach instead. And that's how I started watching Bleach. I got bored while watching Ginger Romantica. Great. And then my friend started telling me about other yaoi anime, but these yaoi anime are a bit harder to find. They're on specific websites, but if you're lucky you can find them on YouTube. I can't remember what's mine, because you can't find the one I saw, you can't find it on anime streaming websites for some odd reason. They'll show like High School DxD, which is fucking explicit. Pull guns and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that with YouTube. Oh shit, I have to cut that out. But like anime streaming sites will show High School DxD, which I have seen. I got scared away very early on by a certain type of gun, which scared me, and I didn't want to watch anymore. But anyway, I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about yaoi. So they'll show that, but they won't show yaoi. And so you have to delve very deep into the internet, not that deep, but quite deep, and then you can find it. And you didn't see anything, but you could hear everything, and you could see the top half of their body, top halves of their bodies, and you knew what was happening. I was very uncomfortable. I was just like, I shouldn't be watching this, because at the time I was 17, well not quite 17, very shy, and then I got used to that, and I started watching more explicit yaoi. And then I heard someone talk about Boku no Pico, and I went to watch that thinking it was normal yaoi, and they were horrified about it because it was yaoi. No. I was fucking terrified. I backed out that. And I rinsed my eyes out with bleach, and I'm still scarred to this day, which is probably why I haven't seen yaoi since. But I read yaoi manga, and I've read almost every yaoi manga there is. Because some of them are shit, and you watch it, you read it and it's just boring. Or it has no storyline and it's just sex, and it's just like, no, put storyline in it. I like storyline, but I don't like shonen-ai. I can't think of a shonen-ai I've tried watching but I didn't like. There's one with the katanas, and that was shonen-ai, and it was very just implied and nothing happened. I think I saw like 5 episodes of it and not much happened. And I was just like, oh, there's something else I tried watching, but it was shonen-ai again, and I was like, nothing happens in shonen-ai. Like, sometimes they don't even kiss in it. Well, they do, and it's like once, and it's like, what the fuck? I am a yaoi fangirl. And if you're curious, yes, I have read Killing Stalking. Did I enjoy it? No, that was weird, creepy, do not like it, but I think I'll save that rant for another video. If you want it, if you do, leave a comment below. And then when I got into yaoi, I got my friend into yaoi as well. I gave her Oran High School Host Club, and I don't think that converted her. It almost did, with the twins in that. And then, I can't remember what it was. I think she watched Death Note, and then she started reading Death Note fanfiction, and then she became a hardcore yaoi fan, and then there was just a whole group of us, just 3 of us at college, at school, and we'd sit there and we'd talk about yaoi all day, and we'd go home, read one, and then come in the next day and be like, oh, you should read this yaoi, it's really good. That's what we do, that's what we did. I don't talk to one of those friends anymore. That's slightly awkward. And that is how I'm a yaoi fangirl, and I don't know what it is about yaoi that I like. I don't know if it's because it's male anime characters, and I don't know. It's one of those things, like, why do I like it? I'm a fujoshi. I will admit I am exactly like the girl from Kiss Him, Not Me. And have I seen that anime? Yeah, I've seen that anime. It's good. Anyway, are you a yaoi fangirl? If you are, give this video a thumbs up, and what is your favourite yaoi anime? Leave a comment below. Remember to subscribe to this channel for more videos, and I try to upload as often as I can. Bye.